An all-new original crime series will reveal the most shocking moments into America's most compelling trials and cases of all time. Each week, we'll take a close look into the deep truths behind them all.
And joining us now to tell us more about what viewers can expect to see in Court TV's new series is Ashleigh Banfield, journalist and host of Judgement with Ashleigh Banfield. Good morning, Ashleigh.
Hello, Betty, old friend. I haven't seen you in so long.
I was just going to say, I don't even know if you remember, we used to work in Dallas way back in the day, right?
And CNN
and MSNBC. Yeah, exactly. A long history. But you have done so much in this area, and I want to ask you about this upcoming series. What interested you the most in revisiting these really intriguing cases?
You know, I worked at Court TV back in the early aughts, and I could not believe the number of trials that Court TV covered, and the library was Smithsonian-like. It was just so massive. And so what a great way to tap into just hundreds of thousands of hours of real trial testimony, the real stuff. Like, people talk about reality TV. Courtrooms are the real dramas. I mean, there's life and death moments literally there. And so we decided to mine that incredible library, and so that viewers wouldn't have to watch hundreds of thousands of hours, we did. And we picked the best stuff, and we put together these phenomenal hour-long documentaries.
I love Court TV. I love trials overall and being there because, you know, in another life, I was a lawyer somewhere, and I wanted to be a lawyer. But Ashleigh, right? So tell us about the first episode, because it's a case so many people really did watch each single day, which was the case of Casey Anthony.
And I had to live it, Dan. I had to sit through that trial in Orlando weeks and weeks and months on end. And whenever I tell people about this case, the first thing they say to me is, how did they get it so wrong, right? How did the jury get it so wrong? I actually feel differently, and I'm usually like the least popular person in the room. But the truth is, if you were in that courtroom and you saw some of that evidence and testimony, I think you might think, wait a minute, the prosecutors are asking a really big burden of us jurors. I'm not sure I can get to what they're asking me. If they hadn't asked so much, they could have gotten maybe to a guilty verdict on something else, and something really serious, which would have locked her away. Let's be clear. I do not believe that Casey Anthony is an innocent little princess, but I don't know that she did the things the prosecutors created in court. It was just fantastical. So we're going to dig into that on Sunday. And that's our kickoff piece of the series, is Florida versus Anthony.
Yeah, it's all about that burden of proof, which can be so tricky there. So what other cases are you digging into? I know that's one. Can you name a few of the other ones?
Another one that I lost weeks of my life to, and that was Jodi Arias.
Oh, right.
Wow. Right? There's another name that you just say it. It just sort of invokes a little bit of, I don't know, it could be butterflies or bile. I'm not sure which, but she was something else, right? She took the stand in her own murder trial for 17 days. And that is crazy to start with. But she was just sociological or psychopathic. I mean, sociopathic or psychopathic. I mean, depending on what your definition is. It was just riveting. And some of the evidence in the case, I find shocking that it's questioned. And so we're going to actually interview the person who questioned the legitimacy of all of this, of charging her, and of the severity of the charge. Look, she skated on a death sentence. And
she did.
If anybody deserved one, I think, look, I don't want to get into the ethics of the death penalty in this country, but if it's reserved for the worst of the worst, what she did to Travis Alexander clearly fit that.
Ashleigh, I am looking forward to this show. I love true crime series. I love courtroom drama, and I love the analysis of it all. And I'm not just saying that. I'm not lying. When I took the LSATs, was supposed to go to law school, never did. So maybe in another life somewhere.
You're speaking my language, Dan. We just have to get coffee when pandemic's over.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm looking forward to this show. Thank you for joining us this morning and talking about it.
And best of luck. Good to see you again, Ashleigh. Yeah, hopefully come on by. We want to see you in person.
I know. Okay, what's a date? All right, let's put it on the calendar. 2021. It's on.
That's right.
2021.
See you next year.
Calendar's wide open. All right, go watch the new series from September 13th on Court TV.